Action.
Yo brothers, yo sisters, this is my new wheels, this is my new whip, I'm going to unveil it, this is going to be awesome, this is going to be solid, this is, what's another word?
Sick.
Sick, this is going to be sick. Do I have to do this or can I just do it like a normal person?
Up to you.
Well, it's youth oriented, isn't it? Everyone might have got it.
Hello viewers, this is my new car which I'm about to unveil for you. Some of you may already have guessed what it is, some of you may already know. Let's see if you've guessed correctly though, as I pull off the covers to reveal, are you ready? A Tesla Model S. Boo, I hear you cry as one. What do you think? That is standard. Now a lot of you are going to be very disappointed about that. I know you're going to say, oh, you've bought into the electric car nonsense and oh, what's wrong with internal combustion, and it's internal combustion until I die. Yeah, I know, I get it. If you look over there, there are still some internal combustion engine things, as Alpine, motorcycles, scooter and so on. The point of this, I don't know what the future of the car is, but I do believe one way or another they're going to be powered by electric motors. Now this has a battery. The answer might be hydrogen fuel cells, it might be antimatter. This has a lithium-ion battery, there may be a future in supercapacitors or something like that. The important thing, I think, is to take part in the experiment. And before you also go into the comments, like, subscribe, etc. and say, yeah, but it's not really green because actually your power station might be burning coal. Yeah, I know that. I'm not actually that interested in the green thing. I'm interested in the future of the car. I'm in a lucky position. I can take part in all this, so I'm going to. Here's my Tesla. Let's have a look inside. That looks very clever. I was just squeezing the key in my pocket. Look at that. Possibly the plainest car interior available. All vegan as well, apart from the steering wheel cover. They still use leather for that. And again, a lot of people are saying, you know, oh, why is the interior so bland? Why doesn't it have more interesting materials? In some ways, I agree. It could be a little bit more flamboyant. But at the same time, when I look at the interiors now of things like Bentleys, Mercedes S-classes with all that leather and some of that sort of ruching and buttoning and ribbing and so on, I'm beginning to think that's all a bit sort of Liberace, to be honest. Do you want to have a look in the frunk, as Tesla owners say? That's the front trunk, or the faboot if you're in Britain. This bit is quite good, apart from when the battery runs out. The key, if you can call it a key, is the shape of the car. So you press on the roof to lock and unlock, you press on the back to unlock the brunk or the boot, and you press on the front of the car to open the front boot. You can also press on that to open the little charging flap, and then, ignoring that bag, which I forgot to remove, there's no engine, it's electric, the motors are on the axles, there's a joke about nuns and the missing engine from the VW Beetle, blah, blah, blah. Where's the soap? I know, yes it does, doesn't it? That's that. You can get quite a bit in there, you can get a huge amount, huge in the back boot fruit, which I open now by going I mean, look, it's the boot, luggage bay, whatever, of a large saloon stroke sedan car. It's big, it's far bigger than I ever need. The whole car, to be honest, is bigger than I ever need. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a car. You know, there was a time when people would say, oh, but it's an electric car. And I've thought for a long time, as I've been driving around, I mean, I've had a BMW i3 for over 5 years now, that somehow driving electrically gave you special privileges, special concessions, because you could be going the wrong way up a one-way street and you could be blind drunk, and when a policeman stops you, you can go, yes, I know, officer, but it's okay, it's electric. But actually, it's not really like that anymore. This is just a car. Another thing worth saying is that the car currently is under greater scrutiny than it has ever been at any point in its existence, apart from maybe when it was first invented and people had to walk in front of them with red flags and so on. I mean, when I was a kid, the car was king and nothing could stand in its way, and if you got run over by one, well, that was your own fault for being in the way. That's not true anymore, is it? And rightly so. We have to think very carefully about how we use the car in, I'm going to say it, the community, and make sure it doesn't cause offence, because people are worried about how recyclable they are, what sort of smell they make, how much pollution they cause, and now how much noise they make, what they represent in terms of the disparity in social wealth and position, blah, blah, blah. And since we are car enthusiasts, it may be that we have to embrace things like this, which apparently will make the car more acceptable, in order that at other times we can use the cars we love. My Alpine, for example. So, I mean, Jay Leno has said something similar to this very many times. The battery electric car and the fuel cell electric car will save the internal combustion engine car, because they're only going to be of interest to enthusiasts, and the enthusiasts, relatively speaking, are very small in number. So if you allow this sort of thing to happen, embrace it and cheer it on, your hobby will be preserved for longer. And if you drive carefully and you drive considerately, your hobby will be preserved for longer. If you take the piss, they're going to take them away from you. It's exactly the same as owning a shotgun. I've bought another new car as well, but we'll come on to that in another episode. Anything else I should say?
What colour is it?
It's blue. Lucy just asked what colour is it. It's Tesla blue. The Tesla Model S is only available in, or when I bought this one a few months back, red, black, white, grey and blue. There's a lot of blue in this garage actually. There are 2 blue cars over there that you're also not allowed to see. My Alpine is blue. That was the only colour available on the Premier edition of the Alpine. My i3 is blue. That's my missus's bicycle, which is blue. There's blue on the NSR. There's a blue scooter there. There's another blue scooter hiding over there. There's a lot of blue in the world. But car makers at the moment are being a bit boring about their colour schemes. I don't know why Tesla don't make this available in, say, yellow, or looking like an art car, like the ones BMW did back in the 70s. I mean, why not? Why does everything have to be in sort of corporate recession-proof colours? Come and have a look at this. Ooh. That's a Repsol liveried Honda Fireblade, and that is a colour scheme, isn't it? And this is a now very elderly 2001 Moto Guzzi V11 Sport, and that is a green, isn't it? Imagine that green on that car. That really would be, or was it chaos?
Lit.
Lit. That would be lit, stroke, chaos, stroke, sick, stroke, awesome, stroke, solid, stroke, non-standard. Is that enough? Thank you for watching.